Hi, this is the Ivy League Astrologer with the September 2015 reading for Vedic Taurus. So for Vedic Taurus, the first card out is the Two of Swords in reverse, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there's some offer you can't refuse that's at hand. Something that maybe you've been seeking, but then it's kind of right here and it's a little overwhelming, or it just seems to require a lot of you, require a big commitment. But it seems like if you walk away from it, you're gonna feel disappointed and stuck. So the advice is to sort of just open your mind to it, like give in, kind of let it happen, release yourself into this experience, into whatever's being offered to you. And I feel like it's going to take you further than you had really anticipated or imagined. And it's going to help you to overcome old ways of thinking that keep you trapped and that maybe just kind of grind you down, without really leading anywhere productive. I think it's going to give you more peace of mind. And a bit more of a vision for the future. I think there's a period of time, I think that's what's going to happen eventually. I think there's a period of time which you may be a bit stuck in this month where you have the hope for this thing, you have faith in it, and you have sort of a vision for it, but you don't quite, you're kind of in that becoming stage. It's happening to you and it's a little uncomfortable. I think you have to have faith in it, and I think you do have faith, but it's definitely something where you're kind of calling on something that you can't see. You're calling on intuition or on just a feeling of knowing that this is the right place for you, that this is a higher calling that you're answering. But I think it's going to be, it seems like it has the power, whatever it is, to rearrange your living circumstances and to rearrange the way you've set things up for yourself in some way. But it is a powerful new start. That again may cause some dissension, though, may cause some variation of opinion where some people don't understand why you're committing to what you're committing to or the direction that you're heading in. So it almost seems like it's better to kind of keep it under wraps for now, because I think you could be swayed by people who don't really understand where this idea is coming from for you. If you kind of allow too many other people's opinions in right now. Because I feel like it's sort of a fragile new beginning at this moment. And again, you're in kind of this King of Cups place with it, where he's on this rough sea, but his eyes are set on the future, but both his cup and his scepter, which looks like a flashlight to me, are pointing upwards. So he's obeying and looking out for a call that is not necessarily visible to everyone, or not everybody can hear it, but it's real for him and it is where he needs to go. It's answering to his higher self. So you're kind of in this place though of being a little bit alone in whatever you're doing right now, and it doesn't mean completely alone, but the people surrounding you in your everyday life, the way that you have it set up right now, may not really understand this new start that you're trying to make. So that may cause a little bit of dissension if you really try to talk it over with those who are close to you even, and it may make you kind of feel uncertain. But the message here is that you really should push forward with whatever you're getting a call about, because it is leading to healing for you and to acceptance. I was going to say self-acceptance, and that may be the case in some cases. I think self-acceptance is part of it, but I think acceptance from someone else is part of it too. it's bringing you home in some way, in a way that other people can't necessarily relate to. But it's bringing you to safety also, I feel. And kind of getting you out of a period of being self-defeating. It's really funny, this image. You may have been being self-defeating in a way that nobody else could almost really detect. That like other people think you're doing great, or they're like, oh yeah, you're doing super awesome, and you're like feeling actually really crappy, or feeling really bad about yourself, or feeling like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, but other people can't seem to see it. It's like they're kind of like carrying you on their shoulders, like celebrating you, and you're the whole time feeling broken inside, but nobody can really see it. So, yeah, so it's leading to a healing of that. So that's part of it. I think that's why, other people are not necessarily going to understand this call, because they can't see the injury that's leading to this need for healing, So, yeah. But this is like a sacred wound, This is like something that you need in order to move yourself forward towards your right path, towards where you're supposed to be. For some people, this is going back to an old love relationship. I have the Lovers in reverse here. And reevaluating that, looking at it in a new way, and trying to either reconnect or lay it to rest, trying to bring it to fruition and bring it to completion. And it feels like if that's the case, there may be something you don't quite understand about that situation, or that's changed about that situation. That if you try to kind of blaze in there with your old idea that matches the old situation, you may be a little disappointed, because this person may either have moved on, like moved on to someone else, or they may have moved on in their thinking in such a way that the old template or the old way that you were connecting is no longer available. So I think there will be something that's available, but it may kind of throw you off guard or take you by surprise. And it may take you, I think ultimately it will make you happy, actually. But it may just set you back a little bit. And it may be something you need to work through before you know how you want to proceed with that situation. Because I feel like the situation has sort of leveled up a level, where now it's like a little more either serious or intense, or holy is actually what's coming through, but it's just a little more significant somehow than what it was. So you have to meet it on those grounds and decide how to do that, or someone may be trying to figure out how to do that with you. This could move into October also, this whole last phase. Yeah, there's some kind of connection that went bad. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but there's some kind of connection that went bad that has to be processed through. Or just that became mysterious. Didn't necessarily have to be bad, but just that where you became disconnected, and that needs to be processed through. And again, your idea about it may be a little off, because there's some element of it that you're not quite seeing that's changed, and that changes the way that you can and should relate to this person. But I feel like, again, there could be a new, if you listen to what this person is saying, if you reach out to them, there can be a new start there that's healing and quite positive. So, yeah. So that's what I see for September for Vedic Taurus. I hope that's helpful. And yeah, if you'd like to get in touch for a personal reading, my email address is theivyleagueastrologer@gmail.com. And my link for scheduling is down below. All the times on there are Pacific time because I'm in California. And I'm offering phone readings now, which is a new thing for me. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully that'll be a permanent thing. But yeah, okay, thanks again so much for watching, and I'm wishing you the best. Thank you. Bye.